another chance. Okay. And I can see, my friend, we have lots and lots of electronics. Electricals.
This is just a few.
These are few.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is another opportunity to welcome you to the YouTube channel. This is Toretic Pachikigon, and the channel has been Toretic Pachikigon. Today we want to learn about washing machines, from basics to complex, from engineering to usage, from the front end to the back end. Welcome, and let it be an amazing session for you. I hope after this you'll be able to do the basic maintenance of your washing machine. You'll be able, at least when you're calling the technician, you can actually address what is the problem facing you. Paul?
Yes.
Thank you for taking this opportunity once again.
I feel appreciated.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want you to do an assignment.
Okay.
Tell those people to subscribe, share, and like.
Okay. Everyone who is watching, please follow Patrick Yegon. Subscribe, touch the like button, and you'll enjoy. You'll get more on this.
Good. So basically today we are talking about washing machine. Okay. What is a washing machine? Let's start from the layman's language. What's a washing machine?
Okay. Basically, maybe in a layman's language,
Yes.
a washing machine. This is a kind of say we call it gadget or that was made to like summarize the washing. Especially because now you find that in our daily lives we have a lot of things that we do. So you cannot have time again to do your laundry if you don't have a house help, or even if you have a house help, you find that there's a lot of stuff that is supposed to be done in our homes.
Yes.
So that's why washing machine was brought, at least to help reduce the workload in our homes, whereby it's helping to wash the laundry. Yes.
Good. So how the washing goes on?
Okay. First thing, it depends with what kind of washing machine you have. For instance, if you maybe in the village, and but you have power source, you can have the semi-automatic washing machine, whereby this machine does not need high pressure water. So what you can do with this machine, if you just connect to the power, you put your clothes, then you can pour water to your drum, then you're good to go. Be able to wash. Now we also have the automatic washing machine, whereby these machines they are programmed. You only need to put your laundry, select the cycle, put soap, then from there you leave it to operate on its own.
Now I want to quote from there, leave it to operate on its own.
Yes.
How does it wash the clothes?
Okay, one, just like when you do your normal laundry. If you allow me to ask,
Yes.
how do you do your laundry?
I rub.
You rub
Yes.
against
The other
the other clothes.
Yes.
That's also like exactly what's happening in the machine. You put your laundry, you find that the drum moves in different direction, whereby it rubs the clothes against against the clothes. So what happens here now, depending with the type of brand, we have different brands and different different features. That's types of movement in the earth. So depending with what you have, you can be able. But let me just mention a general one, whereby just three movement. It can go like anti-clockwise, clockwise, then a complete cycle. But from there, you'll be able to do your laundry.
I started a washing machine somewhere, okay, and I saw two parts which were moving. At the center, I saw a moving part, which was actually rotating most of the time. Then I saw the drum itself. Will you tell us what was this?
That is from the top load.
Yes.
The top load.
Yes.
Okay. Just like I've mentioned, we have the front load, front load, and the top load. For top loads, you have to literally load your laundry from the top. The machine, the drum is positioned in a way that it looks like you have to load from the top. So this machine, when the drum rotates in clockwise, clockwise, there's pulsator
Yes.
goes anti-clockwise. So in the process, it rubs the clothes against the other.
Okay.
So you find that you will be able to wash your laundry. Yes.
What activates water?
What activates water? We have the solenoid valve.
Yes.
This is what we call the solenoid valve, whereby after you've selected your cycle, water level, then you start your machine. The PCB, this is the PCB, will send a signal to the solenoid valve that you are ready to start with your laundry.
Yes.
So what happens here, it is triggered, it has I can't explain mechanically because you might not be able to understand. Generally, this is what is triggered. It opens up and the water will be able to get to the drum.
Yes.
Yes.
So what ways, like how does it know that it is now enough water?
Now we have the pressure switch.
Uh-huh.
The pressure switch is the one that controls water level, whereby after you started water started getting into the drum, when it reaches the level the machine selected, you find that the pressure switch will trigger, will say the solenoid valve will send a signal to the pressure switch that the water is enough. So you find that it automatically closes the valve, whereby your machine will be able to continue washing now.
From the screen board, you told us this is a board, huh?
Yeah, it's a PCB.
The PCB board, yes. From the PCB board, I saw you can choose the washing modes.
Yes.
What's the difference between hot, warm, cold?
Now, depending on the type of fabric you have,
Yes.
you find that there are some fabric that are very sensitive that do not need hot water.
Yes.
For instance, wool, that's a woven clothes. Especially for maybe students, there's what do you call it now? Maybe
The learners.
yes.
Oh, yes.
So we
school
call it
break,
sweat.
Yes, sweaters.
Yes. So most of the time you find this type of fabric does not need hot water, does not high temperatures, does not need high spinning from the machine. So what happens? Sorry for that. What happens? You find that after selecting the cycle, for instance, wool in maybe an automatic washing machine,
Yes.
you find that it's given a certain temperatures. Normally it's about 0 to 30 degrees Celsius. For clothes that maybe are very stained, you will definitely will need high temperatures to soften the stain.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. We have processes, that is soaking, washing,
Pre-wash.
pre-wash,
Yes.
spinning.
Yes.
Kindly explain to this user what does it mean, all those terms.
Okay. One, for washing machine, there are stages that your laundry has to go before maybe call it like a laundry you've finished, you've done with your washing. What happens? You start with the washing, whereby the machine will put clean water. After you added soap, it will wash depending with the time it has given. Then it will be able to drain the soap water, then get in rinse water, depending also with the time it has given. After that, it drains, then it goes to spinning. Spinning is literally squeezing the water from the laundry. Yes. Then from there, you'll be able to air your clothes.
I will come back to that section now in the engineering aspect of it.
Okay.
But let's go. Many users, as a technician, you told me you do a lot of repairs of washing machines.
Yes.
What has been the most common problems the users have experienced?
One, the most common problem is normally whereby you can also do your diagnosis even without the help of the technician.
Yes.
One, if you have your water has a lot of particles, you find that we have from the solenoid valve, we have filters
Yes.
which prevent bigger particles to enter your washing machine. So these are the filters that are in the inlet pipe. They're very small, but you can be able to remove.
Yes.
So these ones prevent bigger particles
Yes.
to enter the drum of your washing machine.
Yes.
So most of the time, if they are clogged, that means your machine will not be able to wash because the water pressure will go down and definitely it will bring an error. So you can be able to pull this by unlocking your inlet. You pull this out, then you clean it either using a brush or a soft garment.
Okay.
Yes. And also a second thing is the drain. You find that if maybe you forget particles, maybe for instance coins, keys, and also buttons that are thrown, most of them go to the drain pump. Whereby if they get stuck for long, you find that the drain pump propeller will not be able to rotate. So in the process, it will not be able to drain. And if the machine detects that your pump is not draining, definitely it will bring an error and it will not be able to continue washing. Yes.
Anything else?
Anything else is also maybe when you're loading your laundry, you're not advised to have like put excess laundry in your washing machine. For instance, if your washing machine is a 7 kg washing machine, you're not supposed to exceed that. Because if
Just a minute. Where do they know that this is 7 kgs, 10 kgs?
When you're purchasing, you will find that it is indicated like this is a 7 kgs washing machine because you have different capacities.
Yes.
Now, depending with your size, you have like if it is 7 kgs, it has to be less than 7 kgs for your laundry.
Yes.
If you put excess laundry, you find that it will cause an error. Yeah, it will bring an error, and the machine will not be able to continue washing. Yes.
I have heard that some other machines vibrate a lot.
Yes. Yes.
What is the cause?
What happens here? You find that our surfaces are not even. Depending with how your technician did your flow. What happens? This machine comes with footrest. So before you start even doing your laundry, you're supposed to check if it's stable and if the surface is stable. So what you do, you make sure that the footrest, you adjust the footrest to be like the same level. This one you'll be able to avoid the vibration. And also another thing that causes maybe vibration, first installation. One thing you're supposed to do, especially for the front walls, you are supposed to, they're what we call shipment mats. Yes, shipment bolts or shipment mats. These are things that are used to transport this machine from maybe the warehouse or from the shop to now your place. When you get there, this one is a must. You have to remove them before using. Yes, they are located, but maybe in the next video I'll be able to show you where these are located. And it's a must. You're supposed to remove this.
Oh.
Yes.
Failure to do that?
It can even break your drum, or the machine will vibrate and even move from where you are set it up and move it like further from maybe the top.
You mentioned something about balancing the clothes. What does it mean?
Okay, this happens mostly about on top loads, top loading washing machine, and also semi-automatic. You find that the drum, because it's suspended with some sort of spring, if you don't balance the load inside the drum, you find that the drum will lean to one side. If it leans to one side, it will keep on knocking the surfaces of the washing machine. Yes. So you have to like make sure your laundry is balanced. Yes.
Now, how will this user, she or he is very new to the washing machine,
Yes.
how will they identify that they have a problem? What are the signs?
One thing,
Yes.
definitely if you hear very weird noises, which are not normal,
Yes.
as long as this machine was installed by an experienced person, definitely you will be able to notice like there's either weird sound coming from the machine, then you're supposed to report it immediately, or you find that it's vibrating with a lot of vigor. You find that this is not very normal. And also in most automatic washing machine, it will show you, because it will bring an error. Depending with the type of brand, it will show you an error, and from that error you'll be able to identify what kind of problem the machine is.
So, just an example.
Yes.
I have a Beko machine. These are just an example. I'm seeing an error, let's say E5 or E whatever.
Yes.
What will I do? Or where will I get maybe to know what does this error mean? Is there any particular place I can get a resource, Google or something?
Yes. One thing, when you're purchasing this machine,
Yes.
they come with a manual.
Yes.
And from this manual, you find that it's indicated, all errors are indicated.
Yes.
So when you find out or notice your machine has shown an error, you just go to the manual and check where the problem is. It will actually tell you if it's a complicated one. It will you'll be told you either call or reach to a technician. Another thing, you can check in the internet. You can Google. These errors are all there. So if you Google, because there are videos that have been created to show all this, so you can Google and check and be able to diagnose your machine.
Thank you. That has been for the user. Thank you for following us up to this moment. As we transit now to the functioning part, to the maintenance parts, if you have been with us up to this moment, you have not been able to subscribe, kindly remember to do that and share with your friends. And if you have a washing machine, and in case you cannot be able to interpret the problems, I leave the contact to these people and they'll be able to call you, or you can call them and they can give you solutions. So for an array of electronics, so maybe just for the interest, tell us what is this, what is this, what is this, then go back to how does it function.
Okay. To start with, because I love talking about laundry machines.
Yes.
Because I like people being smart.
Yes.
So like being neat. So most of the time I like talking about the machine. So I'll start with the PCB.
Yes.
This is the main board. This is the brain of the machine, because this is where all the signals have been I don't know how do I call it, programmed here. So this is where everything, this is the center of command. This is the mother. I will not go into details because there are some things maybe you will not understand unless you've gone through the training. So this is the main board, whereby you have the display and the control board. This is the selector for front load washing machine. So I'll show you in the next video exactly how it works. But for now, this is the main board.
Yes, sir.
Also, this is the solenoid valve. As I mentioned from my previous video, this is the one that controls water in and water in. So you find that for top load, it has two valves for hot water and cold water. But for the front load, you find that it's only one, because the front load has a heater whereby it can heat water by itself. Yes. Now here we have the drain pump. This is now after washing or through the process of washing. This is the one that gets the water out. Like if the machine signals that we're done with the washing, it wants to transit to the next process, this is the one that gets water out. Yes, this is the drain pump. Okay. Now, this is the motor. And this motor is for the pulley and belt system type of machine. I find that I don't have the thing that connects to the drum, but maybe in the next video or I can be able to show it in a machine that still we will open it later. So this is connected. This shaft is connected to a kind of a propeller, whereby it is this that rotates the drum for the pulley and belt system washing machine. So you find that it's connected with a belt like this, then it will be able to move the drum.
Okay.
Yes.
I saw you had a very big thing.
Yeah, we also have here this is the gearbox for the top load washing machine. This is the one that rotates the drum. Through the motor, we have a motor separately, then connected
so
with
your
the
motor
belt.
is somewhere here.
Yeah, somewhere like that. So it's connected to the drum. This is the one that moves the drum. Yes.
Okay.
Here we also have, this is the rotor. This is the rotor for the direct drive technology washing machine.
Yes.
You find that technology has grown, and different companies now are coming up with a new technology whereby they're using this kind of motors. Just to mention about this motor.
Okay.
This is one of the best motors in the market, the direct drive technology, whereby it uses very little energy when doing laundry compared to the pulley and belt. Just literally, when you're having, maybe you're pulling something, and this thing has maybe many friction points, and another person has one thing that is pulling something that has only one friction point. Which one of the two uses a lot of energy?
Obviously, where we don't have a lot of friction.
Yes. So for this, it has only because it's connected directly to the drum. This one uses a very less energy compared to the pulley and belt system.
This is front load.
Front load.
This is top load.
This is front load, but for pulley and belt system.
Okay.
This is a front load for direct drive system.
Okay.
Yes.
I saw a very big drum.
Huh?
What is that?
We have a drum here. For that drum,
Yes.
that is for the front load washing machine. Yes. We don't have the front load washing machine, but maybe in the next video we'll be able to show.
Okay.
Yes.
So let's go back. I started the machine.
Yes.
I chose my washing mode. I chose my minutes. So water starts to flow. What tells the water to flow?
Okay. Just like I mentioned again, when you start your laundry, you've loaded your laundry, you've selected the cycle you want to use. Now, when you immediately you start, the PCB, this is the main board, sends signal to the solenoid valve
Yes.
and tells you that this laundry is this heavy because the machine detects the weight of the laundry. So it sends the signal to the solenoid valve, whereby the solenoid valve will be able to open the valve for the water to get in, depending with the weight of the laundry.
Good.
Yes.
So now we have water weighted, the pressure switch I've sensed, we have the correct weight.
Yes.
What happens next?
Now, after the water the water getting in, it will okay. The machine will give the exact amount the water is supposed to get, depending also with the type of fabric, type of maybe cycle you've selected.
Okay.
So now, if the water gets in, the pressure switch will detect that the water is now enough, and be able to close the valve, and the washing will continue.
Okay. Now
Yes.
we have closed the valve. We
Yes.
have our water. We have our. So what instrument here starts the process?
Yeah, okay. Now, after the water, the machine senses that water is enough. It will send the PCB again sends signal to the motor, whereby the motor will start like revolving. What do we call it? Revolving?
Yes.
Yeah, rotation. Yeah, it starts rotating. Now, with the pulley and belt, immediately the motor starts moving. The drum now starts moving as well, whereby it will go through different direction, causing that like friction movement, whereby your laundry can be able to be washed.
Okay.
Yes.
As an engineer, when I see you have a motor,
Yes.
it tells me you have a starting process for this motor.
Yes.
What is the starting process?
Now, for this happens in different washing machine.
Yes.
For pulley and belt or most top load and semi-automatic,
Yes.
we have the capacitor.
Okay.
The capacitor that is the one that triggers the motor, whereby it signals the PCB signals the capacitor that the drum needs to go to start.
Yes.
Now, this is the one that also triggers that movement, whereby the motor will be able to start.
So it's capacitor start.
Yes.
Good. What is this thing rotating?
This rotating, because if you've ever seen a pulley and belt system,
Yes.
for instance, let me give an example of
Posher mill?
posher mill.
Yes.
Posher mill, you find that there's a belt that's connecting the engine and
Crusher.
Yeah, the crusher. So the engine is the one that starts first. Then when it starts moving, it pulls the crusher, right?
Yes.
So it's just works. The dynamics are almost the same.
So the crusher in this point is
The
pulsator.
Yes. Not even the
drum?
pulsator. Not the pulsator. There's a kind of ring that connects to the gearbox.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, when it is being pulled, the gearbox is connected to the pulsator.
Okay.
Now, so the gearbox is the one that rotates the pulsator. Yes.
You mentioned somewhere there is a pulley.
Yes.
What's the function of the pulley?
The pulley now is the one that rotates the pulsator and the gear, which is being pulled by the motor. Yes.
So it controls.
Yes.
Okay. How does it control?
Now for semi-automatic, as I've mentioned, it is triggered by the capacitor.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a gearbox. When I hear a gearbox, it means we are reducing speed,
Yes,
we are
okay.
changing speed. Yes.
Just to mention, because you find that when you're doing the washing, there are different speeds and also different movement of different directions.
Yes.
For instance, when you're doing when you're just washing, for top loads, the machine normally moves in two different directions,
Yes.
clockwise and anti-clockwise.
Yes.
Now, when it reaches to the spinning part, now it will go at very high speed. And what controls this is the gearbox, because it keeps on, when it reaches a certain state, it changes. It gives signals the drum like, you're supposed to go very fast, you're supposed to go very slow, this direction and that direction.
Okay.
Yes.
So, we have a braking system? How does it stop?
Yeah. Same.
Yes.
Let me show you from this. Oh, this is damaged, but here, as you can see,
Let me hold it for you.
yeah, just hold it.
Yes.
As you can see, there's something that connects this gearbox. That when it's washing, it pulls this stuff like this.
Yes.
Okay,
That's
just
the
show
pulley,
it
yeah?
this side. See,
That's the pulley.
it's holding this. Yeah, this is the pulley. Now it's holding it from here. So when it starts spinning, it pulls this thing to release the drum. So you find that the drum will go at a higher speed. So this is the one that controls pulling, locking the drum and pulling it. Yes.
We are talking about 7 kgs of a drum.
Yes.
What is holding this drum in place?
For top loads, we have springs that are suspended in the body of the washing machine.
Yes.
But for front loads, we have also spring. Actually, it's only spring that suspend, and also the shock. We have beneath it, we have the shock that hold the machine like firmly, so that it doesn't move the drum. Sorry. Yes.
What happens when spinning is ongoing?
Okay. There are several things that happen. One, you find that when, especially for top loads or even front loads, when the machine starts spinning, you cannot open the door because it's fitted with a security feature whereby maybe
Micro switcher?
Yes, micro switch. If you have small children in your house, you find that they may tend to put their hand inside the machine when it's spinning, which goes at a very high speed, sometimes to 1400 RPM, which is very dangerous for a small kid. So what happens here? It's fitted with a micro switch. If you open the door when it's spinning, it definitely breaks and it stops. Yes. So this is a security feature which is very important in a washing machine.
So we have cleaned, we have rinsed. So this guy now takes over.
Yes. Now, when if you finish the rinsing, the water is sent to the drain pump, whereby it's drained through the drain pump. There's a pipe that's connected to the drain pump, whereby it's now drained to where you've directed.
This has been engaging. Let's go to maintenance. I want you to talk to a technician, to an engineer. I know the other time we were talking to a user. What are the common issues technicians face there when they are dealing with washing machines, and what are the possible solutions?
Common issues normally are blockages,
Yes.
clogging,
Yes.
in the pump, and also maybe in the inlet. Also maybe door switch damage. And for door switch damage, mostly it's caused by overload. Because if you put, especially for the front load, if you put so much laundry, then you force the door to lock. You find that it will, what do you call it? Like it will force the door latch. Like it uses a lot of force, so that in the process breaks down. Yes. So maybe sorting out these issues for drainage, you just open outside the machine. We have a lid whereby you can be able to open, then check exactly to know where the problem is or what is blocking the drain pump. For the valve, I had already mentioned, because you just need to check on filter. Yeah.
So if my machine is not spinning, what might be the problem?
One, if it's not spinning, depending on the type of machine. If it's semi-automatic, there's a likelihood that if you had a small laundry, for instance, socks, which is through the drum to the drain pipe or to the drain pipe, whereby it's blocking the water to go out. So in the process, the machine will detect that there's something that's blocking the drain pipe, and the machine will not be able to drain. And if the machine detects that there's still water in the machine, it will not be able to continue with the process. For front load, the same. If the drain pump gets clogged, it will not be able, the machine will detect that water is not going out. So there's a problem with the machine. So it will cause, actually it will indicate an error. Another thing that will lead the machine not to spin. For semi-automatic, if the capacitor fails, it will not be able to spin. Or there's a string that connects the switch to the drum. So if the switch is broken, definitely it will not also spin. And another thing for semi-automatic is if the gearbox is faulty, definitely it will not spin. For the front load, for direct drive technology, we have what we call the Hall sensor. The Hall sensor is the one that triggers the rotor to rotate in a very high speed. So if the Hall sensor is faulty, definitely it will not spin. But the good thing about this, it will show you an error whereby you can be able to identify it.
Thank you so much for the engaging session, Paul.
Yes.
And I know we are going to take our viewers to a tour of one of the washing machines. This is a
front load Samsung washing machine.
Good.
Yes.
So before we go there, I want to give you an assignment. I want you to thank for me the viewers so far.
Okay. First of all, I'd like to thank you, Patrick, for this opportunity. And to our viewers, this has been a very engaging session. I know as we continue, we get to learn a lot. And again, I just want to request, I wish that you subscribe, share to your friends, because there might be someone out there who really need this help. Please reach out to this person through this video. And thank you again. Welcome to our next video.
Your number, your contacts.
My contacts, just as I mentioned in my previous video, my number is 0714-857682. I am Paul. Yes. They call me Paul the Fixer.
Paul the Fixer.
Yes.
I think we need to name this video Paul the Fixer.
Yeah.
Listeners, viewers, it has been engaging being with you. I want you to go and have a tour of that machine. But before you do that, in case you have not subscribed to this time, kindly do so. I'll appreciate it. Paul,
yes,
take us to the machine. And remember to tell them Asante.
Okay, thank you. Display of the front load washing machine, as I've mentioned. This is the control knob. The PCB, the control board is inside, so you cannot be able to see it. But maybe in future, if you open it, you'll be able to see. As you can see, these are the programs, we call it cycle, whereby you can be able, if you switch it on, you can be able to select whatever cycle you want to use. And here there are extra functions whereby if you want to maybe pre-wash or even soak, you can be able to select from the extra function. And this is the start button for this washing machine. Now, maybe to add on what we had already mentioned, to show our viewers, this is the drum of a front load washing machine. As you can see, normally it moves in 3 different directions. One is the clockwise direction, like that, and the other one is the anti-clockwise and also a circular motion. And here maybe I'd not mentioned in my previous video. This is the door seal, whereby this one prevents the water when you're doing your laundry, like to leak through the door. When you lock it like this, this door seal helps like to compactly lock your drum to prevent the water from spilling. Now, another thing is the drain pump. This is where the drain pump is located. As you can see, for bigger particles, coins, maybe keys, if you forget them in your pocket, this is where you'll get them stuck, because this is where the drain pump is, which is connected to the drain pipe, which is behind the drum. Maybe just to mention, we also have here the emergency drainage, whereby if your laundry gets stuck, if the door switch is faulty, this is where you can be able to like drain manually. Then if because if the machine detects that there's still water in the drum, it will not be able to unlock the door. So what happens here, in this case, you have to like drain manually, then the machine will detect that there's no water, then it can be able to release the door latch. This is where the door switch is located, and this is the door latch. So as you can see from my washing machine, we have this stuff. This is what we call the soap dispenser. This is where you put your soap, and just to maybe to inform you that we have different types of soaps that are used for washing. But strictly for washing machine, you have to use the washing machine soap. Why? You find that for hand wash, most of the time it's a bit corrosive to the machine. You find that after some time the drain pipe like gets broken because of the alkalinity of the hand wash soap. So what happens here, this way you put your soap for main wash, then you have a compartment for softener, then this other side, when you're doing maybe pre-wash, you can use pre-wash detergent. And this thing comes out easily, because you find that most people, their machines have like, normally it's very stained because they don't clean this part. So what happens, this is what you can do on your own. You don't need a technician. You just like, you push it from this button, push it down, then like you pull it so easily, then you can be able to clean it. Then another thing which I've forgotten to mention, sorry, get stuck. Here, this is at the door seal here. You find that most machine gets stained because of the maybe water, soap water that remain here. So what happens when you finish doing your laundry? It's always advisable after finishing you wipe this place and keep it very dry, because if you are traveling and you leave water here, definitely when you come back you'll find that the place will be stained, and also in some way it will be smelling. Another thing, maybe just in regards to maintenance, we also have what we call tab cleaning. Tab cleaning is very important in a washing machine. Why? After every 28 cycles or 3 months, you're supposed to run a tab clean in your machine. Why do you need to? Because in most areas you find that the water is salty. So when you're using salty water, outside the machine there's a layer that creates they start building up. So if you don't run your tap clean, definitely you find that this stuff will pile on top of the machine. So what happens? You select, like after every 28 cycle, you come to your machine, select drum clean. There are several detergents that you can use for tab cleaning. There's a liquid. Okay, if you just go to the supermarket, any supermarket, you find these detergents are available. Or if you will not be able to get to a supermarket, you can use vinegar, bicarbonate of soda, and maybe lemon. this stuff, like especially for lemon, it's really helping when you're cleaning the door seal, because it softens the dirt and you can be able to run your tap clean. Maybe just to mention on the soaps, we have different types of soaps. That is for washing machine. Depending now with your taste, you can check in any supermarkets. You get ask for washing machine soap, and you will be able to be guided and get the correct soap for your machine. I think for that, I just want to say thank you to the viewers, and maybe we'll be able to share more insight in our next video. Thank you. Yes.
It has been one of the most engaging sessions. Thank you so much for your time.
I appreciate.
For the viewer, this is everything washing machines.
Yes.
In case you get stuck, remember to get the contacts out down there. Call us, call the technicians so that they can help you out. Otherwise, we wish you well with your washing machine. Be on the check for other videos concerning everything in detail. Thank you, and remember to keep along the channel. Asante sana.
Thank you. Thank you very
Asante.
much. Thank you.